guys, welcome to my kitchen. Another big exciting day in my kitchen. Where are we going? Where am I taking you guys today? I think we're going to go to Puglia, Italy. And in Puglia, Italy, it's a rustic, older version of Italy. It's very authentic Italian. It's a mix of all different cultures because that Puglian area of Italy and the southern part of Italy had so much influence from our countries over the thousands of years that we're conquering. And there's a great recipe I want to share with you guys today, and it involves orecchiette. You follow me? That's those small little ears. They're little ears of pasta. Aren't they beautiful? And what the key to shape of pasta is it scoops up sauce. So the type of pasta that you choose to use is going to be related to the type of sauce. So some sauces you want to have a little bit more. You want to scoop them in there. It's going to have ridges. And orecchiette is traditionally made with just flour and water. And what's really great when you go to Puglia and you walk along the streets of Puglia, most people don't make their own orecchiette pasta. You're walking along and buying it dried, and you'll see a lot of nonnas, you'll see a lot of people along the street that actually make homemade orecchiette and then they sell it. They get like a little side business. So what are we making today? We're gonna make orecchiette pasta with broccoli rabe, cherry tomatoes, and obviously a little bit of extra pop from Cooking Italian Joe. So let's go over ingredients. Let's start having some fun. First ingredient you're gonna need is 1 pound of orecchiette pasta. Try to get the Italian made. Try to get the ones, it doesn't have any other ingredients other than water and flour. Next, guys, you're gonna need some broccoli rabe. So what do I got here? I got 1 bunch. I don't exactly know the weight of that, but I'm guessing it's just under 1 pound. And then we're gonna cut some of these stems off. You'll need about 1 pound of cherry tomatoes. Isn't that beautiful right off the vine? You're gonna need some garlic. The foundation to Italian cooking. So we're gonna want essentially 2 cloves of garlic. Maybe if we're feeling a little crazy today, I don't know how you're feeling, maybe 3. You're gonna wanna add a little lemon zest. I love lemon. So we're gonna add just a little bit of lemon zest. What it does is it cleans the palate, it brightens up the flavor, it brightens up the taste bud, and it brings out some of that flavor, which is great. So you're gonna see that added, not really to create a lemon flavor, but a cleansing and a brightening up of the flavors. You're gonna see that a lot in Italian, especially Southern Italian cooking. So, you know, 1/2 a teaspoon or 1/2 of a lemon zest. I'm not gonna check the aroma of this. We got hot pepper flake, but 1/2 a teaspoon. And same thing, if you like it a little bit more hot, you know, something with a little bit extra punch, add more hot pepper flake. If you're somebody that says, you know what, I don't even like it, or I like a little bit, add just a little red pepper flake. 1/2 a teaspoon to me in this recipe with 1 pound of pasta is absolutely perfect. You're gonna need the king of cheeses. Oh, Parmigiano, Reggiano, hey, how you doing? Hey. So you're gonna need to add here about 1/4 cup, and we're gonna use that essentially right at the end when we cook it, and then we're gonna use it when we plate the dish. You're gonna need some salt. Today I got pink Himalayan. It's briny, earthy. Pink is sexy. So we're going a little bit sexy because we're in Puglia, and this dish is a little sexy. You're gonna want fresh ground pepper. We're gonna use about 1/2 teaspoon. Last but not least, you guys are gonna need some olive oil. You're gonna want extra virgin Italian olive oil. You're gonna want a grassy, earthy, peppery, something with a little kick to it. Authentic. Where would I go? I know you're thinking, geez, what would I use? I'm gonna help you out. So anybody new to our channel, we got a farm in Italy. It's in Puglia, Italy. There's a shocker with today's recipe, right? It's right above the heel. And I own a farm, and I co-op with a whole group of farms in the area to bring you some of the best true extra virgin olive oil you're ever gonna have. My 2 sons, Vito and Joe, so I named the company after them. And now you're thinking, geez, how do I get it, right? I'll tell you exactly how you get it. You go on my website, or you go on my Facebook page, Cooking Italian with Joe. Just click buy it now. We'll drop ship you a few bottles right to your front doorstep. I think of it as taking a trip to Italy right in a bottle. Okay, guys, let's start having some fun. Let's start cooking. So you're gonna want a large pan. I always like to go really large with the pan. That way it's easy to move the pasta and the broccoli rabe. It doesn't flow outside the pan. So I got a nice wooden olive spoon. I've got my large pot going for my pasta. I wanna bring it to a rapid boil before I add my orecchiette. You're gonna need a serving dish. You're gonna need a few hungry family members. And last, I got Frank Sinatra playing Come Swing With Me. I think it's 1954. First thing we're gonna start with is our garlic. So I'm gonna grab about 2 cloves, you know, again, maybe 3. I'm gonna give it a smash here to get it peeled. You know, I know this is hard to believe for some people, but literally there are people in this world that do not like garlic. And my attitude, and this is some dating advice for the ladies and men out there, you know, you bring somebody over and they don't like the smell of garlic, my attitude is get rid of them. Scrape them off. You don't need that in your life. We're gonna cut it up nice and thin on our slices, and that's perfect right there. I've got my pan on really low heat. I'm gonna add some Vito and Joe's extra virgin olive oil, about 2 to 3 tablespoons, and now I'm gonna add my garlic. And now give it a gentle stir. What I'm looking to do is coat all of my garlic with the olive oil. And we want that nice low heat. We're not looking to fry this. We're not looking to really brown it. What we're looking to do is make it tender and just on the beginning of a brown. My garlic's almost done, so I'm gonna add my red pepper flake. Why am I adding that now? Because the oils of the red pepper will actually start to marry with the flavor of that oil. My water for the orecchiette is ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and put the pasta in. So it doesn't stick, don't add oil, just stir it really, really well. You're looking at about 5 to 8 minutes, depending on the water and the pasta. While that garlic and hot pepper are cooking, I'm gonna take my broccoli rabe. Isn't that gorgeous? Just gorgeous. And I just wanna cut some of these stalks down because they're way too big. Cut it almost about halfway up. This is what I want right here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my broccoli rabe. And now guys, after I got that orecchiette going, I'm gonna take a little bit of my starch water. I'm gonna go ahead and just put 1 ladle in there. So I've got my heat down in this really low, and that'll slow down my cooking a little bit, and that steam will help cook my broccoli rabe. If you run out of water, add a little bit more of your starch water from your pasta. But what we're looking to do here is we're looking to cook this down and make it nice and soft. While everything else is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and prep my tomatoes. Cut everything right in half. Now we're gonna add this right into my sauce. Quick tip, I don't wanna add my tomatoes until my broccoli rabe is done. I want my stems to be soft. I want my broccoli rabe to be really tender. And I want most of the moisture, if not all the moisture that I added, to be gone in the pan. And what we're looking to do with the tomatoes is just tenderize them. And we want them to soften a little bit, but not fall apart. And I'll tell you what's beautiful is the sweetness of the tomato, the dolce of the tomato, goes so great with that bitterness of the broccoli rabe. A couple other tips that make this come out great. Tell you what, when you subscribe to this channel, mwah, everything comes out molto deleccio. And I'll tell you what, and I mean this sincerely, guys, it really means a lot to me when you guys subscribe to the channel, and I think of it as a family here. So hey, it makes you part of the family. Also to remember to hit the notification bell and the thumbs up. We got the blog, Blogging with Borio. So anything we got coming on will come right to your notification box. And like I said, it means the world to me when you guys subscribe to the channel. All right, so what do you say? Let's check our broccoli rabe looking good. So our moisture's gone and the broccoli rabe is perfectly tender. Now I'm gonna turn my heat down even lower. So give that a good stir. Give the broccoli rabe, the hot broccoli rabe, if you will, around the tomatoes. Add just a little bit of salt. Now I'm gonna add some fresh ground pepper, good ½ teaspoon. And now we're gonna add some lemon. So we wanna add about a half of a lemon zest, depending on the size, or ½ a teaspoon. And I'll give that a nice stir. And now I'm gonna add a little bit more of my starch water in there. And what I'm looking for is a little bit more softening of those tomatoes, just to give them tenderized for us. My orecchiette is ready, it's right at al dente. I'm gonna go ahead and put this right in my pasta. I'm gonna put another ladle of pasta water. I'm gonna add a couple more tablespoons of olive oil, Vito and Joe's. And now I'm gonna give it a real gentle stir. Because the pasta is just about a minute or two before it's done perfect, al dente, what's gonna happen is as it cooks, it'll absorb that water. It's gonna release more of the starch, and it gives those tomatoes another minute or two to cook down. Oh, that's perfect. And I wanna cook this until the water is gone. See the water in there? It's not holding a trail. When you know it's done, you're gonna see that sauce. See when I drag the spoon, it leaves a trail, then you know you're done. I know what you're thinking, Joe, you forgot about your Parmesan Reggiano. No, I didn't. So we wanna add a good 1/4 cup here. Oh, look at that, is that good or what? See the sauce coming through? Once you plate this, you're just gonna take a little bit more cheese, put it over the top. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that right there. Favorite time, taste time. I know what you're thinking, shouldn't you put some more cheese on there? Yes. Exactly, I should put more cheese on there. Now, the tomato's critical because it's the tomato that balances out your broccoli rabe, because you got the sweetness of the tomato, a little bit of the sweetness of the starch of your orecchiette, and then the bitterness and the green herby flavor of your broccoli rabe. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Man, I wish I could do it. Smell-o-vision, taste-o-vision, share-o-vision, right there, guys. All right, here we go. You know what you can hit right there is the tomato and the garlic on top. The tomato's nice and tender. Immediately gives me some flavor. I have sweetness of the tomato. And then I'm getting right into that broccoli rabe. A little bit bitter, a little bit herby, grassy. Pasta's perfect, al dente. I've got the beautiful flavor of the olive oil. I'm getting the heat from the hot pepper, the pepperoncino. than just the cheese. You know, you get a little bit of cheese in the beginning, but the cheese just works its way through. And I love it because the sauce is so light, but delicious. What a great recipe, right? Simple, delicious, good for you. And it's such a beautiful representation. Apulian Italian cooking, so delicious. And guys, remember, hey, become part of the family. Hit that red subscribe button. Make sure you give me a thumbs up to help share our videos. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. And if you haven't already, make sure to grab yourself a few bottles for you and your family of Vito and Joe's extra virgin Italian olive oil. And you can grab that just by visiting us on our website, cookingitalianwithjoe.com. That's where all our recipes are posted as well. Or on our Facebook page, just click buy it now. We'll drop ship you a few bottles of olive oil right to your front doorstep. My last tip, and really my most important tip, really the reason that I do my videos is this. Once a month, couple times a month, get around the table with your family, and you know what? Celebrate your heritage, whatever that may be. And even more important than that, you guys, you set traditions to last you a lifetime. I know they did for me. Hey guys, from my kitchen to yours, until next week, mwah, buon appetito.